What is up, guys? Welcome back to Picking a Fight. I'm Lach.
I'm Jeff.
And today we're going to be looking at a fight from this UFC fight night, Edson Barboza versus Giga Chikadze. We're going to be looking at Kevin Lee, the Motown Phenom the Motown Phenom versus Daniel D-Rod Rodriguez. D-Rod's filling in for Sean Brady on short notice. It's very weird how this fight came to be, but this is Kevin Lee's
comeback,
his debut at 170. Since he had fought previously at lightweight, he decided to take the advice of Michael Chiesa, and he moved up to 170. And yeah, man, what you think?
I think this one's gonna be an interesting one, man.
Man, there's so many unknowns in this one.
I know, dude. It's gonna be crazy. I call it. I think Kevin Lee's fight, his last fight was like what?
Charles.
But it was in 2020, but like the beginning, right?
Yeah, because I remember I was still working at Starbucks when I was watching it in the car.
Random fact about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, Kevin Lee. It's just I don't know, like, so he was struggling to make the weight cut, kind of to lightweight.
Yeah, and not only that, but I think he felt it was hindering his performances, and obviously his cardio, and yeah, he was having injuries, so I think he thought it was best to fill into 170. But I think the problem is he's one of those guys that are too big for 155, too small for 170, and I think that's going to be the biggest issue here. Because D-Rod's a big welterweight, man.
Yeah, I was like looking at D-Rod at his old fight. His previous fight, I was like, dude, look monstrous, bro.
Yeah, so his height is listed at 6'1". Kevin Lee's height is listed at 5'9". But Kevin Lee has one of the longest reaches in the UFC because he has 77-inch reach. And that's longer than D-Rod's.
Right.
But I don't know. It's just I don't see how Kevin Lee can really find anything to his advantage, considering he's going to be smaller. Shorter. He's going to be weaker, in my opinion, because D-Rod's big, bro. And like if you saw his last fight against Preston Parsons, when Parsons was shooting on some of the takedowns, even though they were sloppy, like he's like sometimes he just tossed him like to the side, man.
Right.
Like he relied on his strength. And Parsons is a natural welterweight, so it's like I don't know if Kevin Lee will have the strength to implement his wrestling, and I don't think he has the skills striking to be able to stand with a striker like Daniel Rodriguez.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I do think that the only chance, and well, not the only chance, but like his best chance at winning the fight is to kind of take it to the ground, you know, where the height doesn't matter. But the weight still matters. Like, I mean, if that dude is bigger than you, I mean, you got to be top heavy, or, you know, you got to make yourself feel heavier, you know?
Yeah. But it doesn't help that D-Rod's last fight, he was practicing heavily for a wrestler.
Oh, the other guy filled in?
Yeah, Parsons filled in on like a couple of days' notice. And so he got a lot of practice in fight and out of fight defending the takedown. And so, yeah, Kevin Lee should try to use his wrestling, but I think he's just going to be too small. He's gonna get overpowered.
You think the speed might work to his advantage or no?
Nah, like I said, he's too small, and like D-Rod is good at defending. He kind of leans back a little bit. I think he won't be in danger, but to Kevin Lee's advantage, D-Rod gets hit a lot, man. He gets clipped a lot. He hasn't been hurt too many times. He did get hurt during the Dwight Grant fight. He got dropped, but other than that, I mean, he's pretty durable.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't see how Kevin Lee can win this, in my opinion. I feel like he's a little weaker in every single aspect, you know?
He got to pull a Cyril Gahn, bruh, against Derek Lewis, bro.
But the thing is, he's not that technical. Well, he's actually more technical, and his striking is a little better than I think people give him credit for, but I don't think it's there. Like, D-Rod just looks so natural when he strikes. Like, it's just comfortable. He used to street fight. I don't know if you read that.
He said, what, he 200 and no?
Yeah, bro. Like, he used to fight. He went to jail for a little bit or something like that, and then he got out.
Jail fights too.
Oh my gosh. So see, that's no wonder he's so comfortable, and that's why I don't see how Kevin Lee can win that, especially because like both of them got good jabs, but I think Rodriguez's jab, when it lands, is gonna hurt a little more than Kevin Lee's jab. But
you said Kevin Lee has the reach advantage, and if he has the speed, you don't think he can get in and out? Kind of, you know.
Maybe.
efficiently. I think he would have to be really technical on it.
Yeah, I don't think he can do it without getting hurt.
That's true, yeah.
And then what happens if maybe Rodriguez is like pushes the pace, you know?
Yeah. You think Rodriguez is gonna drown him with pressure or no?
Nah, I think he's a little more patient than that. I think so. I think he's gonna take his time and look for a shot. But I do think he's gonna find it. And I actually unlike everybody else, I actually do like Kevin Lee. So I was hoping he'd have a good run at 170, but I do really like Daniel Rodriguez. I actually have been covering him since he got into the UFC because he filled in on short notice against Tim Means. And then I remember watching him submit Tim Means in New Mexico, where Tim Means is from, and Tim Means was making his comeback and stuff. And then he fought Gabe Green on the Gaethje Ferguson card. I remember because he was like on the early prelims or some shit like that, like real early. So I actually really like his style, man, and I like both these guys. I wish this fight didn't happen, to be honest. Like there were so many other guys that were calling for this fight that didn't happen, and I would have preferred Kevin Lee to fight someone like. Well, he was asking for Bilal. Bilal said he couldn't, and then Pons was there, and Ponzinibbio.
Yeah.
And I would have preferred to see maybe him fight Ponzinibbio or something, because I like Ponzinibbio too, but I mean, I want to see Rodriguez thrive in the division, you know.
That's true.
But it is what it is, and I think Rodriguez will get the finish. I think he finishes Kevin Lee in the second.
I think he definitely has the potential to finish him in the first. But I think it's gonna be a very what do you call it?
Slow start.
Yeah, it's gonna be like but what is it called? Like stand by-ish? No, what?
Kind of like a patient fight.
In the first round, it's gonna be like they're
feeling out stage kind of.
Yeah, like one of them slow rounds where they just kind of like feel each other out and try to, see what they're trying to do and stuff. And then the second round's when he's probably gonna try to do a little more, and he's probably gonna get caught or something.
True.
I mean, it sucks because Kevin Lee has lost to like one of the top, like some of the top lightweights. Now he's going to welterweight. And D-Rod, I don't think he's really considered right now like one of the top guys. Yeah, but
I think he's a sleeper, like in the ranks.
Yeah, for sure. But like if he was struggling with these guys at lightweight, it was like he did get submitted. Like I think by most of the good guys, but
3 of the 4. Good guys.
Yeah, but now he's going up a weight class, and now he's fighting these stronger guys. I was like, I don't know. I don't know how he's going to fare, but in this particular matchup, I think he comes out, like you said, smaller, lighter, shorter.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to struggle with that, and it would be nice to see him go the distance, but I don't think so. I think second round as well.
Yeah, I mean, best case scenario, like for all parties involved, like D-Rod probably gets a unanimous decision, and then Kevin Lee's stock does not drop at welterweight.
Yeah,
but
it better not be like that fight D-Rod had where it went to unanimous decision and
he lost.
Yeah,
actually, that was on the.
He won that fight. I think.
I thought he won that fight when it happened, and then I actually rewatched it a couple months back, and I still think he won that fight.
Yeah, for sure. I was like, a judge didn't even give him a round. Like
I know, that's crazy, bro.
I was like, this dude crazy.
Yeah, I remember that was on the when Brandon Moreno fought Royval.
Yeah,
and it was on that prelim card, because I think we watched it in your room, right?
Something like that. Yeah, we watched.
Yeah, I watched that fight in your room. Yeah. He should have been undefeated right now in the UFC.
Right.
Nah, but. Yeah, I think we both got D-Rod. I don't think Kevin Lee will see any holes in his games that he can take advantage of. I think it'll be kind of lopsided, to be honest. I got D-Rod by second round TKO.
I got the same thing. D-Rod by second round.
We'll see if Kevin Lee can get it done. If he can make an impression at welterweight.